They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already there. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
All right, let's get it. Quick. Let's go.
The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Newton. Here comes the heat.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Big play coming here. The last thing you want to do is squander this type of field position on the opening drive. Gonna run it. It's Knight. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Newton. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Extending the play. Creates a little space. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed. So hard to stop.
To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Sneaks it into the end zone.
Number 7 with the carry.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Slams it ahead. And he's dragged down.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Looking to throw, it's Newton. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tight end now in motion. Power ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. They'll move the tight end. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Making side adjustments here. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Canes! They wanted to the finish, and that they did on that possession. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Moore. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Vick. Here's a heat. Looking down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Back to throw, it's Vick. Grab near the marker, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. Here's the pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Sprinting away. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Newton. Bringing the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And the Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. Here he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie.
Texas A&M, number 1.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Looking for daylight. And he loses the football. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. The Canes are in the hurry up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Knight. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal of where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Rides the back on the option, the give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Knight. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for room, it's Barkley. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Vick. Rushes on him. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch down the right side. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Barnes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking to pass, it's Vick. With the catch, it's Barkley. Turning it, got enough space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Newton. Makes the grab, it's Daniels. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dances away. He's not afraid to go deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Finley. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Aggies enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Back to throw, it's Vic. Oh, they're after him. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Looking to throw, it's Newton. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. LSU right back to the line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35.
First and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air, it's Newton. Pressure coming. At the 45 on its way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking downfield on first down. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, LSU. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Miami, 7.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
Here we go. Do the show. Quick.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Off play action. Fires left. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man, it's Newton. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. Looking downfield, it's Orji. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the grab down the middle. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kane.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
the AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
First and
10. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. LSU quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. At the 29, defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Makes the catch, it's Knight. There he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Pulls it in. It's Knight. Look out. He's got room. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, and more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
RPO complete to open the drive. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Miller with the ball. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounted for it.
Sneaks it in.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback's play. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the...
He's going for it all. Reels it in down the left side. Oh, a lot of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry up. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Orji. Got his man quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Marshall. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Orji. Still looking on the move. He'll try to do it himself.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now the play fake. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Knight. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Newton. Pocket breaking down. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking to take a shot. He's got it at the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Fenwick. Out across the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air. It's Orji. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
Looking left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Scrambling away. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Looking for blockers. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing.